Hello, my name is Tom Stiles and this is Tom's Radio Room Show number 85. Yep, I'm back in the garage. Finally got through Christmas, which I had my kids and grandkids here for 2 weeks and that was like destroyed my schedule completely. But I'm back. Anyway, I'm back in the garage looking for radios and I found another, what I would call unusual radio. This guy right here. It's a scanner radio, believe it or not, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Well, I'm going to tell you about as much as I know about it, which is not a lot. So here we go. Okay, here is the radio I found. It's a FOX BMP 10/60, and the 10/60 stands for, it'll scan 10 channels, but it's pre-programmed with 60 memory channels. And I found an article on the internet. It was a page out of Popular Mechanics that just was a short description of what this was. The date on that Popular Mechanics was June 1983, so this is that's kind of the vintage of this radio. 1983. Like I say, it is a scanner radio. And again, the model number is BMP 10/60. And I'll show you the back here first. On the back we have a built-in telescopic antenna. We have a jack to add an external antenna. We have a jack for 12 volts. This was considered a portable radio that you would put in your vehicle, and so you could run it off your vehicle's 12 volts. I have an AC adapter that I'm going to run it off today. And then it has an external speaker jack, so that especially for in your car, you got a lot of noise, you can use an external speaker. And it has a compartment for a 9-volt battery. I'm not sure what that's for, and I couldn't find any documentation on what that is. It possibly could be a backup battery. It certainly couldn't run the scanner very long. 9-volt batteries don't last. So I assume it was for backing up the memory so that it didn't get lost when you turned it off or unplugged it. So anyway, that's what it looks like. It's got a very small display here. It's a red LED display. Controls are action, and I'll describe that later. Skip, control, pause, auto, step, a keypad, and then some predefined frequencies for fire, police, so on, that were applicable way back then, not applicable anymore. Now, since I wasn't able to find a manual on this, and I got this at Dayton in the swap meets about 15 years ago, maybe 20 years ago, and it fascinated me. It didn't look like a particularly good scanner, but it was very unique. So I bought it. I paid $10 for it. And it works fine, or it worked fine. No problems at all. Well, like I was getting ready to say, I had no idea how to program this thing, and I couldn't find a manual. So I was kind of cleaning it up, getting the dust off of it. I turned it over, and right on the bottom, they've got the instructions for using it. Now, isn't that neat? That is cool. So it's always with the radio. So anyway, I'll be referring to that during this video because I don't remember how to use this thing. So anyway, let's give it some AC here. And we'll extend the antenna limit, and we'll turn it on. And the first thing I noticed, oops, yeah, okay, it's working. Okay, the first, you can't see it now. Let me Turn the squelch. Well, yeah, I got squelch all the way up now. The first thing I noticed when I turned it on today after cleaning it up a little bit is it's scanning and there's no display. And I'm like, oh great, display doesn't work. When the display doesn't work, that makes the scanner pretty useless. Well, the way it works is the display, when it's scanning, display is off. When it stops, then the display comes on. So display works. If I turn the squelch down, don't know if you can pick it up on my camera or not, but the display is on. I can't see on my camera. Okay, so that's how it works. And as far as the display is concerned, now if I turn this over, it says to scan touch auto. Okay, that's auto right there. I'll turn the volume up. Clear signal. That's NOAA weather. Working great. I mean, this thing, like I said, 1963. Excuse me, 1983. 1983, and the thing works. Can you play this? It works. I love when I find a radio, an old radio like this, and the darn thing works. It just, because, you know, trying to fix something like this, that's beyond me. So anyway, so that's how you do an auto scan. To stop scanning, press step. Okay? Well, it stopped because it found a frequency. I'm going to turn the squelch back up. So I press step, and it stopped, and I see the frequency now, channel 1, and then I can step through. I don't know why it says 1, because it's actually on 10 here. Oh, I know why. No, I don't know why. So anyway, the display's working. I can step through the channels. Then it says to program, touch step, control, and then frequency. Now, I assume that before you did that, you had to be on a channel that you wanted to program. So, the next thing is to scan pre-programmed, and that was the thing, I guess was the selling point of this radio when it came out, is that it had all these frequencies pre-programmed into the scanner for, like I say, here it's got marked police 1, police 2, fire, marine, mobile 1 phone, mobile phone 2. So it had those pre-programmed. Now, it says to scan those, press and hold control, 2 confirming beeps. Display will read PR. Okay? Oh, touch and hold control. Touch and hold control. Here's control. I'm going to touch and hold. There's the 2 beeps. It's displaying, you probably can't see it, PR. And then it says, touch pre-program key, example, police 1, until it starts scanning. So I'll press police 1, which nowadays they're probably not on those frequencies because it's probably way down in the mud. So it's scanning the pre-programmed frequencies now. I think if I hit step, yes. So I hit step, I can now see on the display what is pre-programmed in there in the 10 channels. It's only got 10 channels. In the 10 channels. And it's on channel 5, and channel 5 is 460.275, which back then, yeah, that's where the police frequencies were. Now they're up 8, 9 megahertz in trunking and all that hoopla. So that particular function is basically useless unless you happen to be in some county that's back in the dark ages still using those frequencies, which there are. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying anything bad about those counties. So then you could do the same thing. You could do the hold control and then hit one of these other 6 buttons and have it scan the pre-programmed frequencies. So for instance, if this is true, if I guess that right, if I've learned anything, I'll hold control, PR comes up, and I'll hit marine this time. And it's now scanning again. Turn the squelch up. And that came up with the NOAA channel. No weather. So I guess that's associated with people that are out on boats. Okay, let's now it's got a skip button, so I assume if shut up. Oops, I turned it off. Sorry about that. Okay, we're gonna do this. Oh, we're gonna turn it off. Okay. I assume. Let me make sure I'm in the right mode again. There we go. I assume if I hit skip. Okay, yeah, it locked out that particular channel in this pre-programmed set for marine. So I'm not getting NOAA. Actually, I'm getting nothing. And then we just step it. And I'm getting channel 3 is 156.5. And I think that was in, I don't think it is anymore, but I think it was a marine channel. Let's see what else we got. 156.16190. I'd have to look that up. I don't know what that is. But anyway, so that kind of gives you an idea how it works. So you can program frequencies that you want up to 10. This is 10 channel, and I love LED display, blood blinking lights. So I might keep this radio out and program it for frequencies that are active nowadays. I love blinking lights, and it's nice and compact. It apparently had a mounting bracket that it slid in and out of. See this groove here. But it works great. I'm totally amazed. Neat little scanner. I did notice there either is or was some on sale on eBay for, I think there was one that sold for like $27. So pretty nifty little FOX BMP 10/60 scanner from the past. So that's the show for today. I appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed this show, please give me a thumbs up. That tells me that I'm providing material that people are interested in. If you didn't enjoy it, give me a thumbs down. That's okay. That tells me I'm presenting stuff that nobody cares about. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.